A little bit, I don't know.
She's such a tiny little person. Hey, we've got 4 people. We just went live and we got 4 people and 3 thumbs up.
Yes, because we're 10
That's
minutes
incredible.
late.
Guys,
It wasn't my fault.
Some of it was, some of it wasn't.
You
So,
reckon?
we're into finding fault today. Welcome to another exciting episode of Let's Find Fault with Our Spouse.
Yes.
It's the
Hi,
most popular
Penny.
show on the planet. Let's find fault with our spouse.
Oh, yeah. Hey, two-time Tommy.
Two-time
Hello.
Tommy. All right. So my name is Mr. 2020. This is Victoria.
I can't see who else is here. I'm sorry, you guys. Unless you make a comment, I can't say hi.
Let's see if we can change that because that's top chat.
Oh,
Let's try
right.
live
Live chat, maybe.
And,
No.
there we go. Oh, look at that. Cool kids
Hello,
are showing
Joe.
up.
Hello, Lynn.
All right. So if you'd all share this someplace, somewhere.
Hey, Lynn,
or
we're
not.
watching
Yeah, we are.
Mozart in the Jungle.
Damn good
It's
show.
ace.
You
Where's
did-
the camera?
You did good.
It's really cool. Thank you.
Ba, 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 ba.
And Lisa Anna Rock, hello. I noticed, Penny, you said something and it restricted your comment. So I don't know what you said.
Well, does that the joke because he swears.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Anyway, welcome
anyway,
to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun Live
look how handsome
on
he is.
the 27th of June, 2025.
She can take a photo that makes me look handsome. That's just amazing. Anyway.
Well, we can try. I'm joking.
Yeah, does this photo make me look handsome?
And it's your manifesting questions answered live
It's true.
here
Now.
on YouTube.
All right. Now, okay.
Yes.
We've shared it as much as we're going to share it.
Exactly.
So, all right, guys. So, Victoria, today we've got a very special show. I did a very special shopping trip. Keira, Keira, it's the Irish spelling, helped me select wines for Victoria because those rascals changed the special without asking me.
Changed the plans.
And they've
Hello,
changed
Stephanie.
the plans. Stephanie's
Yes.
here.
Yes.
And so we had a lovely shopping trip and we're ready for the show
we are.
because it's a special show.
And we've done our Manifesting Mastery Deluxe.com live update.
Yeah, for the Pearl of Great Price.
For
This is
less than
seriously good stuff.
42.
This is
It was.
seriously
It
good
was
stuff.
fabulous. It's fabulous. So, what we're going to start off though with a quote. Hello,
Yes, we are.
Brian. How are you?
Oh, it's Brian Myers.
And the quote is, well, there's a really long quote. So why don't I just pick some, like, can you tell me which bits to pick? Well, I can say it all.
Do it
but-
all.
Okay. So,
We don't have many questions.
what?
We don't have many questions.
Oh, many. I thought you said any.
Many.
I was gonna say,
Yes.
what?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right. So Neville said, can man decree a thing and have it come to pass? Ha ha. So this is what all my update was all about.
It is.
on
It is.
Manifesting Mastery Deluxe.
I actually listened to her. I heard
But
that.
Yes. Most decidedly he can. Man has always decreed that which has appeared in his world and is today decreeing that which is appearing in his world and shall continue to do so as long as man is conscious of being man.
Tell you what, skip to the next bit. That's good.
Okay,
You
so
got
you do
the
not
essence.
condemn things to appear
Come
by
on.
your words or loud affirmations. Such vain repetition is more often than not confirmation of the opposite. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
You're
baby.
confirming the
Yeah,
doubt because
yeah,
I
yeah.
affirm, and
That's
there's
right.
this
I'm
sneaky
too
thing in the background.
Sexy.
Decreeing, but decreeing, which just is so much, almost surely declaration is almost in
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
but
yeah. Absolutely. That's
decreeing
right.
is ever done in consciousness. That is, every man is conscious of being that which he has decreed himself to be.
I have people tell me, they say, Neville never used the word declaration. I say, yeah, he never used the word iPad either. Right?
Well, then declaration's not a new word.
That's not a new word, but for decreeing in consciousness, see, an assertion is basically like that is a microphone. Yeah, that's pretty damn obvious.
Yeah.
Right? But that is a microphone. Has nothing to do with the microphone. It's revealing me. That is a microphone.
What, revealing you that you know what that is?
Well,
Called.
so you told Lynn
We've been watching Mozart in the Jungle.
We've
and
been
we love
watching
it.
Mozart in the
Yes.
Jungle.
Yes.
Right? That's a statement of fact.
Mm.
We've been watching Mozart in the Jungle. Right? That's an assertion. It's a statement of fact. You could verify
But we
it.
love it.
Now you
Is
can't
now a
prove that. You
declaration.
get to discover that.
Yeah.
And this is what we're talking about, right? So decreeing is ever done in consciousness. Are you discovering yourself as? Right?
And I love how Stephanie put up the fire, because it's like the consummation, like what you decree, you consume. What
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's the fire of desire.
Yeah.
Join remarkable.com if you want to explore with us. Cool little community of cool kids. But anyway, so Victoria.
Yes, you digress. So we will move on to the first question.
Oh, right.
And it's from Eddie in an email.
Yeah, this is a composite character. Anytime I make the names like that, it's a composite character. This is from a couple people, right? So,
composite.
Yes.
Composite.
Yeah, composite. Yes. Aluminium helicopter.
Is that what you mean? A pretend person? Or it's like it's a real question, but you've changed the name.
I've changed the name. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's for more than one
email
person.
Eddie asks, what's the big deal about one letter?
All right. So Eddie listened to the podcast.
So this is a little bit of a clue. But anyway, so Eddie asks, I don't get it. What's the big deal about one letter? What is it? How can I use that to make this work?
All right. Ready.
You don't want to make it work because that's the one letter, the job.
Yeah. You know, I love, see, one of the things that I've noticed over the years, right? So I can make being with her one letter or the other letter, right? It's not hard, right?
Yes.
So I'm the guy, I go to the pool and I can't wait to get home because I get to see her and I get to eat flesh. Right?
And he goes
it's
to the pool.
Joy.
He can't wait to go to the pool.
And I can't wait to go to the pool.
Because he gets to get away from me. No, I'm joking, but you can't wait to get home.
I can't wait.
I know,
right? By the way, she represents me pretty well. It's joy. Right? It's joy. Right? Now we can make anything a job. Go listen to that podcast again.
It's fabulous. Yeah, so just for the people that haven't listened to it, there's a job, a J-O-B, or joy, J-O-Y.
That's right.
Go to Neville Goddard podcast, is it?
Or powerofimagination.podcast.com. They'll both get
so they'll both get there. But yeah, okay.
All right. We owned the one, then everybody started putting up dumb Neville Goddard shit. And it's like, right. So I'm jumping ahead of myself with Penny's
let's
question.
go back to job and joy.
Right. So the whole thing, job versus joy, right? You've got an identity. Right. So I talk about all the time my three primary identities: happy loving teacher, happy loving puppy dad, and happy loving husband.
Yes,
right?
I know.
See, happy loving puppy dad loves hearing them. And a happy loving husband that looks at her and says, could you hear them?
Yeah.
We actually do this every day.
We do.
Right. And now happy loving teachers telling you about our intimate details. Right.
Of our life.
Oh, they're on the bed fucking the pillow. Right? Oh, it's so lovely.
That's Bruce
right?
that does that.
Yes.
Emmett just
Emmett
Bruce.
Emmett humps Bruce, right? So after Bruce is all done, Emmett has his way, right? But you could some people, they make having a dog a job. Oh, when this one's dead, I'm not getting another one. Why don't you just kill that one then?
Yeah.
Because you're neglecting it anyway.
What, was it too much work, was it?
Yeah.
Having a dog.
One of the old fellows at the pool said, when my wife dies, I'm not getting involved with anyone else. Right?
Memories.
Yeah. Anyway, you can make it a job or a joy.
Yeah.
And damn it. I mean, I got to leave her every day. Yeah. Woohoo. Right? I make it fun. But damn it, I mean, I'd love, maybe someday she'll go to the same place. Maybe she won't. But it'll be a joy way because I'll go and do my things. She'll do her things here, there, everywhere. And or we can go, right. Yeah, I need you to leave so I can do my jobs. Leave me alone so I can do my jobs. And we've all done this. So this is the whole thing. It's not about changing one letter or one word. It's about changing one person. That's you. Oh,
yeah, I loved how you had that in the podcast as well. It's about changing.
Snuck that in.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, really
so you can do all the dumb shit you want, make you affirmations, ask formations, informations, assertions, or you can change you. Right? You're always decreeing in consciousness. Right? Some people work hard at watching the show. They really do. They send me feedback.
You don't have to work hard.
So really, you got to work hard to watch me. Fuck.
God.
That's all right. I look for the best one.
Yeah, part of it. Sometimes I used to have to feel like mentally I had to work hard to keep up with you.
Yeah, good luck.
What do you mean?
Right. When I notice somebody's working hard at pushing my car, I put it in park. Yeah, if I get
Yeah.
really naughty, I put it in reverse. It's like, I don't get it. It's getting heavier. It only weighs. My car only weighs
It's getting
3.
heavier.
My car only weighs 3,373 pounds. They say, right? But if I put it in reverse, it's gonna feel a lot harder, Brian.
So, right, I can look that up on Google and it'll tell me that it weighs 3,373 pounds.
On Perplexity.
On Perplexity.
Yeah, I looked it up. I put it in an article. I get fascinated with this shit, right?
Yeah.
Right. Heaven forbid I say it weighs like 4 tons, right? But that's what Perplexity said. Maureen, nice to see you. It's remarkable, Maureen.
Chop, Joy, Joe.
Maybe we should. Fredo.
Anyway, Maureen, hello.
All right.
Great to have you here.
Shall we continue?
Yes,
Victoria?
so that was Email Eddie.
Email
Thank you
Eddie.
very much for your question. The next question is from Debbie on Facebook.
Change the name. All right.
What?
Shorten the post, anonymized it because Gaza asked.
What is my dream telling me?
Change the name, anonymized, Gaza asked. Right? It's 3 steps.
Debbie asked.
Change the name.
From a post. Right. From Gav's, I don't know. From a post.
I always demonstrate what I'm saying. Anyone who thinks that I'm just, I seriously do. Go ahead, Victoria.
I had this really weird dream last night. When I woke up, I wondered if this was a sign from my God self telling me not to move here, or was it more likely my fears revealing themselves rather than the actual truth?
All right. So, Gaza, I'm glad you asked. Debbie, I'm glad you shared. And I want you to get how complicated this can be. Okay. I need everyone to hashtag purple.
Hashtag
Ready?
purple.
Hashtag purple. If you're watching the show here,
Everyone
there,
type
everywhere,
in hashtag purple.
right?
Yes.
Because you can always add the color purple.
Mm.
You always can. It's not hard, right? You can find there's a purple ink pen right there, right? We could add that to the show right now. Hope.
Yeah, she's purple.
Hope is purple today.
Yes.
I don't know why, right?
Profile picture.
But ready? You can always add in purple. Now watch this. Where it is? Oh yeah. I had this really weird dream last night. All right, cool. I could just say you had a dream last night, but we can add in the label weird and make it really weird, right? So we've already put it into 2 boxes, weird and really, right? When I woke up, I wondered if this was a sign from my God self, Jesus Christ, telling me not to move here, or if it was more likely my fears revealing themselves rather than the actual truth. Debbie, Neville cuts through all this dumb shit.
Read the Pearl of Great Price. We just did it in Manifesting Mastery Deluxe.
PearlPowerPack.com, right?
Yes.
PearlPowerPack.com.
Yes.
There's one cause. You don't need divine guidance from something called a God self. So there's myself and my God self, and then there's my higher self, my other self, my subconscious, my pre-conscious, the post-conscious.
And my
People
dreams.
make this, and my dreams. And not just my dreams, but my weird dreams and my really weird dreams. It gets so complicated. And you know what we do to keep things slow and pretend we have control over things that don't matter? We complicate the shit out of everything, right? We really do. Oh, it's so much fun, right? And so I was wondering if this was a sign. God does not give you signs. Sorry. Do not pay. When you realize who you are and how this works, you won't need a sign. You won't want a sign. You'll never see a sign, right? Never. Right? You'll be like the people trying to kill me on the way to the pool, right? They just blow through stop signs and shit, and that's what they do, right? This is so cool because you don't got to complicate it with guidance, God self, higher self. Well, maybe if I could probably overcome that. So yeah, I get this one. I'm trying to sufficiently impress upon my subconscious so that I no longer have the fear showing up in my dreams. I actually got that one a few weeks ago. It's like, oh God. Right? You don't just revise your dream. Right? If you don't like it, just revise it, or just pull a doubting Thomas on it. Right? Doesn't matter. Right? Just be done with it. Right? Neville keeps this so simple. Yeah, when you realize that what you are is the dance of humility and divinity. Right? It's so darn simple. She actually catches them real time now, which is good fun. Usually she catches them later. How do I spell that? Oh, that's so much fun. Anyway.
Yes.
Right. That wasn't a cum. Anyway, so you know what it is? It's a dream. And do you get guidance from dreams? Yes and no. Not the way most people seek it. Here's the thing. The dream's revealing you, right? And if you're in this world called doubt,
Yep.
right, your desires are divine in origin.
Mm.
They have their own plan, their own power fulfillment,
Mm.
right? Your job is to stop doubting your divinity. The moment you doubt your divinity, that's the only way you can doubt your desires. And then you start doing what we call crucifying Jesus. In other words, you go mental. And when you go mental, you figure out how it's going to happen, how to make it work, how to, or you go, well, you know what? I really can't afford a puppy. I'll get a gerbil instead. They don't eat as much, right? They're little desert creatures. They're like little rats from the desert. They're from Russia, right? It's just dumb, right? If you got a desire and you surrender to its fulfillment, enjoy the dance. Otherwise, you're just going to be stoning yourself to death with facts of the world. More on that later. Oh, that's so good. My leg is numb. I'm all twisted up.
So that was for Composite Debbie on Facebook,
see?
apparently.
Yeah, Composite Debbie. Composite Debbie.
Excuse me.
Anyway.
Can I just say thank you, Lynn, for putting in #Purple. And Brian, I love your #Purple.
Brian, you were just the man.
Very clever.
I tell you what, we're going to sing Brian a song because he actually went the extra mile. Happy Brian to you. Happy Brian to you. Happy Brian, happy Brian. Happy Brian to you.
Okay.
Well, that way he went the extra mile.
He did.
Right?
He did.
What the hell is that? Those look like kites coming up on the side of the screen.
I don't know.
This is so great.
What
playing
is
with
that?
New technology.
Fireworks, maybe? I don't know what they are.
This is like dating. We're on a new technology. It's like going on a date.
Yeah. Well, we're like the old kids on the block. Like,
we're the old.
You know what that is?
Don't you know what that means?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Excellent. Yeah. So thank you, Debbie, for your question. Okay.
Oh, I'm getting all gooned up on it now.
I'll wait for you to pour. Too much noise. Is that your third flask of coffee?
Yes, it is.
This is where I think, thank God, he's going to the pool.
Oh, yeah. 20, you want to go now? Yeah.
All right. The next question is from Luke, my son.
Luke.
The Promise.
All right.
And Luke asks, how might one induce the promise?
This is really good. So, in one area, Neville says you can't. In another area, he says you do. So
you
here,
do induce it.
Yeah.
You can induce it.
Well, you do, right? When your hunger for truth supersedes everything else, it's like the whole thing with when Neville talks about addiction. The desire for the drink is nothing more than the hunger for truth pointed in the wrong direction. And we just get to notice what you hunger for is a more complete expression of you, a more complete experience of you. Not just a car, not just a boat, not just a motorhome, not just clarity and openness, but really, what more please. In Remarkable a long time ago, and you guys that join have access to all this, more please. We live in a universe that is no. In other words, your humanity is designed to say no because it wants to survive. No, I won't eat that. Right? No, that can't screw me. Right? And more please. The divine part of you hungers for more please. More of what's pleasing. And when you read Genesis, just read Genesis with the whole idea of, in the beginning, God said, more please. And then more please and more please. And every day it ended with God saying something like,
it was good.
It was good. It was pleasing. Let's do some more, shall we? Right?
Yeah.
And when you dedicate devotional, I'm devotional to being a happy, loving husband, happy, loving puppy dad, happy, loving teacher. I don't try to do this ever. It just happens. I'm shopping today, and I yell at the butcher, and I turn my head and I look at the flowers, and the flowers aren't it. Right? I'm devoted to her in her absence because I just look over and I experience not those flowers.
That's really nice. Devoted to her, or whatever it is.
Yes.
Devoted to you, fill in the blank, in their absence.
Yes.
Or in its absence. That's gorgeous.
Faith is loyalty to the unseen reality. Right? Look up what Neville says about the word amen. Right? This is some really good stuff. Your faith in God is measured by your confidence in you.
I thought it was just so be it. It's not.
There's something good there. There's something good there, right? and this is so good because when you realize all I'm hungering for is the truth, not the facts anymore. I'm not settling for the facts. My hunger is for the truth, and all gets revealed. And it's not like oh wow, pretty cool, right? It's a cosmic quake.
Yeah, right.
And it upsets everything, and it can't help it because the way you experience everything changes.
So questing for truth,
yes,
hopefully gaining truth, induces the state of the promise. Is that?
When I'm devoted to nothing else. One of the things I adore about her, and I've told her this time and time again, your level of loving honesty, it's just way over the top, and I adore that, because when you're lovingly honest, it can't help but reveal the quest for truth. One of the things I've never heard from you is, I'm going to tell you my truth. Right? Yeah.
We have enough people here that say that.
Yeah. I just laugh. Right? In other words, you want me to consider your opinion as truth. I get it. Right? On the other hand, when we're on a quest together, I'm on a quest with her, we're on a quest with you guys. In Remarkable, we're on a quest as well. Yeah, crass commercial, right? But when we're on a quest, and the quest centers on truth, love, expansion, exploration, wow. You're the walking cosmic quake. Thanks, Stephanie. Right? You really are. and can you induce it? Yeah, not by seeking it, but by devoting yourself to what are you?
The devotional act.
Yeah. What you are is the love, the wisdom, the power of God. Once you,
it's like the decreeing.
That's it. That's it. Now, I don't pick the quote. We do the thing this morning. Lisa sends us our thing. These questions show up. I open up NevilleGoddardQuotes.com and I scroll down and I click and I go, oh, that's just funny.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's just funny. Right. The quote picks me. Right. I don't ask for divine guidance to find me the quote. Yeah. It's just right here. There it is. There it is. Because I've imagined the show. I've moved to the end as my friend. Score. Look at those muscles. That guy.
Okay.
I'm a neck
Luke, it's your father.
Yeah, Luke, it's your father, pal.
Thank you very much for your question. All right. The next question's from Remarkable Penny.
That's right.
Never Goddard, Smoke and Mirrors.
Now, I made up the title. Right?
Did you?
So Penny and I are emailing back and forth. As usual, I'm clueless as a clam. And I think we're getting somewhere cool together. And I told her, I said, I'm going to toss this on today's show. So Penny, if this accurate reflects your request, cool. If not,
sorry.
Ask me for 2 minutes. I'd love to chat with you.
It'll still be a great question. So
yeah.
Penny asks, 20. My question is about cutting through all the smoke and mirrors and getting the message. Heard it loud and clear, to quote. That was a concern, and now let it go. Took me a bit of time to realize that I had that choice. Why does that happen? Love you both back, Penny.
All right. This is so cool. This whole devotional experience to truth. What are you? You're the wisdom, the power of love, and love of God. Have you not heard that Jesus Christ is within you? The name of God is I am, that I am, right? And in our infinite mercy, we gave to ourselves the name of the Son, the shin and the yin, the fire that consumes what we no longer wish.
Mm.
It also lights our way, and the yin that allows us to see rightly from our wish fulfilled in 70 different ways, right? We got some
7.
cool shit on this, all right?
Yeah.
Now, I had a lovely friend of mine send me a Never Goddard video this past week. I get a handful of them, right, every week. Oh, I love this 120. And I just write back, that's Never Goddard. It's not him, right?
It's not Neville.
Yeah,
It's
sorry,
never.
sorry.
Yeah.
And it's, first of all, right, the voice always sounds really freaky, right? Second of all, I have yet to listen to any of those within 18 and a half seconds, they haven't denied the pearl. They come up with something, right? They come up with something, and it always denies the pearl, the one cause. But it sounds good, because I got to tell you. So, yeah, I've taken courses on this shit. How do you use AI to get 7 million views on your YouTube thing? Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to Google, what are they looking for right now? Actually, you tell the chat thing to do it. So chat thing, look up the shit that they want to watch on YouTube right now. And it tells you. It's like, all right, well, find the 17 concepts, words, whatever, and then tell me about that. Now write a script that fulfills all those conditions. All right, give me a transcript, and now generate something that sounds like Never Goddard, right? And have him say all this
Looney Tunes
shit, right? It's more like a Tony Robbins pep rally. Love Tony, but right. And then put it all together, and then find the ways that I can spend $10 a day to get 30,000 views and make a fuck ton of money, right? And that's what they do. And it's not hard. But the thing is, what you're listening to is gibberish. And I can guarantee, and again, and there's the other side of the coin. A lot of people just make up shit as they go along. My number one criteria is this: the pearl of great price. pearlpowerpack.com, crass commercial, because this is so vital to me. Whenever you realize there's one cause and everything else is just gravy, right? Whenever you get there's one cause, and I can listen to anything for 18 seconds and go, right? I'm not interested, right? Now, here's the thing. There's one cause. My car likes petrol. It really does. That's gasoline in the U.S., right? And Grandpa used to say,
not even likes, it needs, doesn't it?
well, it likes it, right?
Yeah.
And Grandpa used to always say, hashtag 5 gallons. There ain't nothing 5 gallons of petrol can't fix, right? And it's like, oh, that makes you, Grandpa, you smell a little bit like petrol today, right? What were you fixing, right? Yep. And when you start to think about this, petrol doesn't drive the car. Petrol doesn't cause the road trip. Oh, look at him. He's in the background. Petrol is downstream. I could have a tank full of petrol. Doesn't matter. Right? I drive the car. And what really drives the car is I imagine going to the leisure center, the swimming gym, and vaya con Dios. And when I get out,
and what?
Vaya con Dios.
What's that?
That's Mexican.
For swimming gym?
No, for Vaya con Dios.
He doesn't even know what it means. Yeah.
Now she's always going, she'll look it up later, right? So,
yes.
But I imagine something which has my body part of the universe, get in the part of the universe and go to part of the universe.
Con Dios.
Yes.
Tip top.
Yes. Oh yeah, I got to stop by Tip Top today and give Tap a book.
Yes.
That's all downstream. And we just got to remember what's upstream. You are the sunshine. What's downstream? All the shadows. And you might as well enjoy the shadows and the rainbows. Give life to the lovely. More of what's pleasing.
You created.
Yeah, exactly.
We created it, so let's love it.
Yeah, we made it up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you know what's great? So there were these 3 guys, right? Sorry. Working on a skyscraper. And they're like 30 floors up, right? And the fellow number 1 says, oh
what you
my
got
God.
for lunch?
Yeah, what you got for lunch, right? Yeah, she's heard this one before, right? He opens up his thing. He goes, oh my God, I got me a pepperoni pizza slice. I love me a pepperoni pizza slice. Second one opens up his lunch. Oh my God, leftover ham. I love leftover ham. Third one opens up his thing, peanut butter and jelly. I hate peanut butter and jelly. Second day, right? This guy goes, oh my God, right? Rigatone. I got me some rigatone. The second guy opens up, goes, oh my God, another ham and cheese sandwich. I love ham and cheese. Third one, peanut butter and jelly again. If I get it one more time, I'm jumping. Right? Third day, right? Oh my God, right? Cannelloni, right? Oh, Catalini, whatever, something Italian, right? Second one, a ham and cheese sandwich. I love me a ham and cheese sandwich, right? Third one, peanut butter and jelly, and he jumps, right? Second one turns to the first one and says, the sad thing is he packs his own lunch.
Kaboom. That's
Yeah.
when 20 goes.
Right?
Yeah.
It's true. One cause, baby.
Yeah.
Right? You're packing your lunch. So let's keep going, Victoria.
Okay, excellent.
Let's go.
So hopefully that was cool, Penny. And if you want more back.
Yeah. If I
Text
really
him.
diverged all over the place, hit me up for 2 minutes. I'd love to chat with you. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And you
cool.
kids in Remarkable that have actually watched the show this far, hit me up for 2 minutes sometime. Right? I had a great one with Brendan this morning. You see the photo?
No, but I heard the
glorious.
chat, which was lovely.
It was lovely.
Yeah,
right?
sounded lovely.
Yeah.
Is he French?
No.
Oh, I don't know. He's some sort of different
Yeah.
nationality, put it that way.
Yes.
With his accent. It was gorgeous.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, thank you very much,
Like,
Remarkable Penny, for your question.
I wouldn't have a clue, I gotta be honest.
And then the next question is from, excuse me, I'll clear my throat. The next question is from Jeff on Facebook, getting back to manifesting.
This is a brilliant question, by the way.
And Jeff asks, how can I get back to manifesting again, feeling I've dropped a lot of the good habits?
All right, pearlpowerpack.com. Ready? First of all, I invite you to join remarkable.com. I know it's a crass commercial, but it's $100 a month, 2 group calls, chat that goes pretty much nuts for about an hour or so a day, sometimes twice a day, private Facebook group. I do shopping trips and chat with you all, right? For $100, come on, right? It's like hunting camp. Anyway, so how do I get back to manifesting again? Here's the thing. Let's make a distinction between imagining and manifesting, because you can't stop feeling it real. You're feeling it real all your life. That whole quote way back at the beginning, man is always decreeing in consciousness. Always, nonstop. Always. You always have been, right? And there comes the point in time where we're willing to accept the law. There also comes the point in time, Luke, where you're willing to accept the promise. Right? It's all about eliminating the seeming separation, which causes all the anxiety. The law is simply being at one with your chosen desire, your beloved. The promise is realizing your oneness with God, which makes that whole sentence rubbish, right? Yeah, because it's revealing you are how God has the adventure of a lifetime, right? Period. You are God having the adventure of a lifetime. So how do I get back to manifesting? Let's call manifesting the deliberate use of the law. And I send out emails and I do podcasts. One of the things I'm going to suggest, feed your soul with what we put out, because you will never hear me deny the pearl, right? And even if it sounds like I am, listen closely. I'm having some fun. Because you can't help but imagine. You can't help but decree. You can't help but declare. We got to look up the roots of those words. So you can't help it, because that's what you're doing all the time, 24/7, all the time. You're forever decreeing in consciousness. Now, the question is, are you going to wake up in the morning and go, see, we talk about the 4 mighty ones in Remarkable too. The producer. Always start with the producer. Wouldn't it be cool? Right? Wouldn't it be cool? And I wake up in the morning and I know I've got specific events of my day. And I go, radio, wouldn't it be cool to crush it while shopping today? All right. Wouldn't it be cool to, we did a kick-ass update for Manifesting Mastery Deluxe. Yeah, so I've imagined this before. I've imagined the show. Wouldn't it be cool if the show like kicked ass? Wouldn't it be cool if the technology actually worked? Right. And I experienced all these wouldn't it be cools. And then I move from there down to the author. The author writes the final scene. He doesn't write a movie script. Final scene is something very short and sweet and personal. Right? Like how I would experience one sip of coffee differently if I got the water bill, and I was pleased.
Mm.
Right?
Which we were.
Which we were, right? I've
Yes.
known some bills are coming.
Mm.
And so I'm exploring radio. Pleased.
Yeah.
Not please give me no money to pay this bitch. Right? Pleased. Right? It's a different me. I don't imagine getting a note from the electric company saying, "Dear Mr. 2020, because you've got a funny name, you never have to pay the bill again. Thanks, us at the electrics." That ain't going to happen. But I don't have to imagine the electric bill is a problem. This is the difference between you're continuously decreeing forth. But if I wake up and I notice a desire showing up, Neville Goddard says that is the moment you move into its assumption. If you don't doubt your divinity, if you accept the wish in its fullness, the planned power of the wish are activated. You don't got to put your own power into it.
Yeah.
Oh, look at her. Look at her take my coffee cup.
Oops. Because that's part
Look
of that
look
quote.
at
The
it.
minute
She
desire
actually
comes
knows
upon
what's
you.
on my cup.
I know.
I didn't know that was on there. I forgot.
Well, you knew that was on there.
Yeah.
You showed
Oh,
it
I look at-
off,
I look
and
at
you
this
said,
one
"I
every
don't know
day.
what the quote is on the back."
By the way, we're going to start selling these here cups, right? There it is. Man's faith in God is measured by his confidence in himself. Do you realize what I see every single day at least 300 times the way I drink? I'd put it on a whiskey glass, but I'd be like tuned by 11, right? So
Do you get what I hear every single day when he drinks?
all day long, right? So I think that's pretty
Yeah.
good. Do we know? Oh yeah. So super summary. Ready? You're always imagining, right? That is always. You are forever decreeing consciousness. The thing is, right? Are you willing to notice a desire and not doubt yourself, your divinity? Yeah.
Say that again. Sorry. What
Are you
not?
willing to notice a desire and not doubt yourself,
Oh, right.
your divinity?
Yeah.
Willing to accept it in its fullness and its richness. Because if you crucify Jesus, I'm writing a book on this right now. It's really good. If you crucify Jesus, how do you crucify Jesus 20? Really, really easy. You stone him to death. What's that mean? Stones have to do with facts of the world, right? So you can subtract from your wish. Oh, I want less than that because I know I can't afford a dog. I'll get me a gerbil, right? They're also easier to bury when they die, right? And the other thing is, like, then you add to it, right? Well, I try to figure out how I would make it happen. How do I get a dog, right? Right? You don't add to the wish. You don't subtract to the wish. That's how you crucify Jesus. In other words, you're going mental.
Yeah.
Anyway, y'all in Remarkable, notice how that fits in with Barty Boy, right? We're head and shoulders above the mental, right? When you go mental, you ain't imagining no more. Different process. So that's it. JoinRemarkable.com, Jeff. Surround yourself with winners. In all seriousness, I mean, like, JoinRemarkable.com.
Cool. Excellent, Jeff. Thank you very much for your question. And the last question today is from Remarkable Lisa and LaRock.
That's right.
Manifesting like an ex-baby. Hello, 20 in Victoria. Manifesting like an ex-baby.
Oh, wow.
The realm of possibility, which is entirely made up of magic, mystery, and benevolent assistance, seems to diminish as we move through childhood.
Yes.
John O'Donoghue asserted in response to persons claiming they were not imaginative, we are all ex-babies.
Side note, I didn't read this, right? I got it. I slammed it. I thanked Lisa. I just read the title because I moved the title up to the top. Listen to how this fits in.
Yeah. We are born perfectly imaginative, grown within a mysterious water world, and certainly each of us has known kind assistance. Yet our birthdays betray our child like a sense of innocence and enthusiasm. My experience is, without a childlike spirit, manifesting with intent is nearly impossible. Paul McCartney had a dream where his mother Mary came to him at a time of distress and said to him, "Let it be."
Yes.
He manifested his own care and blessed multitudes through a seeming mystical experience. Please chat to us. Thank you, Lisa.
Don't get how perfect this is. With the quote that selected me, with all the questions that y'all put up, except for Eddie, right? These I just pulled from some emails because I can tell people go watch this show instead of typing it 700 times this week, right? Save me some time. The learning is behavior change. We brought this up in Dream Driven Day. It's weaved itself through remarkable heaps. Learning is behavior change. In other words, it's not mental. Learning is behavior change. It's structural. It's sacred. Learning is behavior change. Why do youngins play? You watch babies, how they... They're discovering. They're dancing. They're learning. Oh, I don't want to do that, right?
Yeah.
Learning is behavior change. Learning reveals brilliance, right? Y'all in Remarkable. Look up Bart again. Read the Bart section, right? This is so good. Learning is behavior change. Play is all about learning. Play is enacting stories. Play is discovery and dance. We all love a good story like Indiana Jones or Star Wars or Avatar. Those are some of the biggest grossing movies of all time because they're a story that takes you on an adventure, a discovery. And you know, you think about it, Star Wars made all this possible, right? Because people started exploring, oh, wow, like what if? You know, there's this thing, the Force. May the Force be with you, right? There was an exploration of the hero's journey there, which was just profound. Learning is behavior change. By the way, Lynn Marie Genero is here. She turned us on to, Victoria mentioned earlier, but I'll declare it forth again. What's the show? Mozart in the Jungle.
Good one.
If you seriously aren't watching that, it's on the Prime.
Yes.
Get it. Watch it. Seriously. Damn good show.
Yeah.
Right? One of the best things that we've watched in a while.
Yeah.
Right? It's not filler, it's flesh. Right? So learning is behavior change. So babies, right? Once upon a time, Victoria, there was a lovely man. You met a lovely girl. And they got 2 dogs.
Yes.
And then suddenly, right? So learning is behavior change. Stories take us on adventures. Play is how we enact them. Learning is behavior change. When we play as children, we're enacting, we're exploring, we're expanding. And what happens as we get older?
Yeah, actually, because I was thinking that, how like, so with babies, it's almost like there's no question. It's just like, I don't know, when we first start out, it's like with the benevolent assistants and stuff. And there's mystery and magic, and it's all like curiosity.
There's a quest.
And then as we age, like I can almost picture myself as like 10, sort of around that age, and building cubby houses and stuff. And there's a lot of, oh, that'd be cool, you know, like this eagle beard of that'd be cool, the producer and everything. And how it gets chopped down in a way, like as we age. It's
we stop playing to explore.
Yeah.
And we start playing to win. How do I win?
Yeah.
Right?
Trying to get calculated.
Yeah. How do I win?
Yes.
Right? Tim Ferriss used to do what I used to do, right? But I did it before Tim. He wrote the book though. So at 165, I think was the weight. The difference between lightweight and heavyweight in point karate was 165.
Yep, pounds.
And what I'd do is I'd show up and scope the room. Right? I'd show up weighing 164 and a half. Right? And
after dieting for 4 days beforehand.
Well, yeah, I just stabilized my weight. I watched it all morning, right? Yeah, if I took a piss, 8 ounces in, 8 ounces out, right? So I was playing a game. And so watch me play a game, right? So I'm playing a game. And if I looked around and I realized, man, all the heavyweights are fat, right? I'd chug me a protein drink, go and weigh in at 165, and I'd go heavyweight, right? I'd just blast these guys. Yeah. On the other hand, if I looked and I saw, oh, there's only 3 lightweights, right? Don't drink anything. Go weigh in at 164.
But now this is sounding calculated.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, right. Okay.
Right,
I was just double checking.
Yeah. So I was playing to win.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Right.
Yes.
So I was all calculating, right?
Yes.
In the ring, I was just having fun, no matter what.
Yeah.
But I was calculated so you get me a trophy. Right? That's in the future.
Yeah.
Right. If we're playing to win for the trophy, for all that stuff, the rules, the regulations, versus playing to just have fun.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Mm.
All that stopped when I met Lenny. And you all in Dream Driven Day and Remarkable know about Lenny. Lenny was big, black, fast, and ugly, right? And he'd laugh if he heard me say that because I liked fighting Lenny. I never knew what was going to come at me. And Lenny liked me fighting with him because I'd blow him kisses and try to beat the shit out of him, right? And we just had a lot of fun. But fighting with Lenny sharpened me, right? So I'm playing my games, he's playing his games, and it was good fun. Because, yeah, were we trying to win? Sure. But you know what? I did everything I could to always fight with Lenny, right? One day we both get disqualified because the guy was, again, round bout division, the guy was leading with his face, and that was it. And so me and Lenny, we formed our own little mini tournament on the side. We took all the people that got disqualified, and we fought each other. It was great. We didn't win a prize, but we had a lot of fun. And this is the thing. Learning is behavior change. It's imaginative versus calculating. Mental is calculating, right? Bart, head and shoulders above the rest. Learning is behavior change, opening to new possibilities. Babies, before they can stand, are exploring how to walk. Watch them.
Yeah, well, it's even as they're just not immobile, but just lying on the floor. And then first of all, it's like, I want to get over there. And so they just start crawling. It's like
they start before they crawl.
How can I get there quicker?
Doing this, right? They're trying to figure out what the hell is mommy doing.
Yeah.
And then they figure out, I can turn over and utilize this. Right? They learn a language without knowing a language.
Yeah.
I have a problem just speaking. I know 3 different versions of English, right? I have a problem keeping them straight. But the babies, they can learn a language without knowing a language. Because they're exploring, they're expanding, they're experiencing. And that's the thing. You want to bring the child back.
Childness.
Innocence, trust, jumping mouse.
Yeah.
By the way, where's my book?
Yeah, it's just there.
Y'all,
this
I got to get a bookstore link. This is a work of art.
Yeah.
Originally, we published this before I met Victoria. It was in a tiny little book.
Yeah.
This. Like, look at this. It's got itself a barcode and everything.
Yeah.
And words and cool shit and mice. But it's seriously
innocence and trust. That's what
that whole adventure is innocence and trust. That story has dominated everything that I've taught for 25 years.
And can you get more childlike?
Can you get more childlike?
What
with
it
a
is.
Fable.
Yeah.
Right? It's the best instructional book out there. And it's a fable. Right? And it's fun. So be as little children. Oh, wow. We really are. We are born perfectly imaginative. And we can cut away the wisdoms of man so that we can experience and cleave to us the love of God that we are. Lynn says, I read it out loud. Good. That'll blow your mind, won't it? Once there was a mouse.
Yeah, lovely. Beth just said, got mine, both of them. That's cool. All right. Yeah, that's lovely. And I love how that guy said, we are all ex-babies. Like we've all been there. We've all experienced that.
Yeah.
Relive that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
When you stop needing to be right and needing to be wronged and having to win, when people want to win an argument with me, right, that is not going to happen because I'm not interested. Right? I'll leave and go get a cigarette from a Quickie Mart 4 miles away.
And he doesn't smoke.
Yes. And I won't come back.
Yeah.
Victoria knows where to find me. On the way home, there's a Quickie Mart. Yeah. Anytime we go places around people, And I go, radio, look at that, quick humor. We're almost there. Yeah, that's a sign. That's where to find me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he leaves and doesn't come back.
Okay, cool.
So,
Thank
Victoria.
you, Lisa, so much for your question. That was lovely. And what we want to know is tell us what was your, I'll just go down slowly,
Perfect.
#strawberry bit.
Wow.
Well, mine is still it's still to do with the Pearl of Great Price, because we've just come out of a Pearl of Great Price week.
Yeah.
And just because I've revisited it and just really took on board a lot was what was in the lecture. And then all these questions, it's just like,
Ain't it wild?
the power and wisdom of God is in us. You know, it's just like, I just loved that lecture, and I really get how it gives to all of these. And it's all about these. So that's mine.
Cool.
What about you?
You know, for me, there's one cause, right?
Mhm.
You are continuously decreeing forth.
Oh, yeah, I love that too. Yeah.
I love the word declaration because it gives us something to grab a hold of, right?
Mm.
But I gotta tell you, what are the odds? I think of out of all the questions today, nobody in the questions today is in Manifesting Mastery Deluxe.
Oh.
Not one of y'all,
Mm.
and that's fine. I imagine y'all there. Don't get me wrong. Y'all reach out whenever we're putting a course together, and I imagine you there just for fun. You'll accept the blessing or you're not. I don't care, right? Somebody will show up, and that's how I look at life, right? I don't try to force anyone into anything. You want to fucking play, you play. If you don't, I don't care, right? But this is so cool. We did the update. We did our update 25 minutes before the show out back.
Yeah.
We come in and the whole show's on it.
Yeah.
And it's not
That's what it felt like.
And it's not like we spun the show to go that way. Every one of those.
It's a legitimate question.
Every one of
Might
those.
be composite people, apparently.
Yeah, we got one composite person when we changed the name, left some details out. But every one of those questions brings us back to the Pearl of Great Price.
Yeah.
Now, the Pearl is all about play. You want to deny the Pearl? Push. Anytime you feel like you're pushing.
It's all innocence and trust.
Yeah.
The Pearl.
Yeah. It's all innocence and trust.
Yeah.
This little mouse fella in the book didn't push. Right? He just ran like hell, had some fun, made some friends, got terrified, right? Had the full gambit of the human and divine experience. And that's it. You know? I mean, that's it. And for me, my strawberry bit ultimately is this. What are the odds? What are the odds that the quote would be what the quote is? Lisa's question would be what Lisa's question is. The whole flowering of the show. Perfect. And I can't make it up. When you stop making up causes, you get to play here. Stephanie, how I've complicated out of it and what can be trusted in it. You know what? This whole mouse thing. If I had a clue, I first heard this fable around a fire. And then I went nuts for about 5 years seeking it out. I wanted to get the complete thing. I wanted to get it right. And I spent a lot of time putting it together, publishing it once, publishing it twice. And it's woven its way through everything that we've done forever. And it's just like, wow, innocence and trust.
Yeah, or you, the first year or whatever I was with you, that's a long time ago.
That's right.
15 years ago or something, and we talked about that.
The Forex traders paid me to come over here and work with them for a weekend. Right? All right, so I do what I do. I come over and I talk weird NLP shit. We have a lot of fun, have them do some dumb shit. Made y'all feed each other. That was fun. And
Yes.
and then I run out of stuff. As cool as I think I am, I run out of stuff.
Material.
Yeah, I just run out of stuff. I'm empty. And there's only one thing on my plate, and that's the mouse. And so I sit in front of these guys. Once there was a mouse. Once there was a mouse.
Mm.
Then we finish the story, and then a life begins. There you go. Innocence and trust.
Yeah.
And here we are 15 years later, innocentling and trustling.
Yeah.
Here we are, trustling.
So where can we send them now?
We'll put up a link for the book thing.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a simple link yet. I got to buy a domain name today and do that.
So we can't say a name, like.
It's a Books by link, but I'll put it. Look on our personal timeline. We'll show you a photo of the book and a place to go get it if you want it.
Cool.
Meanwhile,
yes,
Victoria.
Yes.
Visit us at feelitrealfun.com.
Which is here right now.
Yeah, truly.
Keep coming back.
Yeah. Watch us. We're fun. Joinremarkable.com. Go just go give a peek at it. Right. If you want to do a chat with me and see if what we do in the community would work for you, joinremarkable.com. Pretty good offer right there. And Victoria.
Well, that's it really, because we've already mentioned realfun.com.
That's right.
So that's it.
All right. Have a lovely day, everyone.
Okay. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you next week.
Thanks for a great show, Victoria.
It was a great show.
It was a great show.
Thank you for everyone that contributed as well.
That's right. Thank you all for sharing, being here, and very cool. See ya.
See ya.
Your stream will stop immediately.